Hey, Mike here with Reprint Equipment. Today's video, actually it's the second video of the day. I did a video earlier. I was in my little zone, so I figured I'd go ahead and complete this series. I showed you earlier how to create your copy with AI, and now we're going to dig a little deeper, and I'm going to show you a way that you can create recurring money, and this is a very lucrative industry, so I'm going to show you how you can do this for yourself and then eventually, offer it as a service to your customers. The marketing industry is huge. There's lots of money to be made. I'm not sure how many of you are into influencers, but if you know of Grant Cardone, he actually did the Undercover Billionaire. He took $100. They put him somewhere he had never been before, stripped him of his identity, and he was able to create a $5.5 million business in 90 days. You'll have to watch that. It's very inspiring, great little video. But anyhow, Grant Cardone is now selling this same type of service. You could go take a course for, I think it was $600 or $700 to learn to market. And I used to love Grant Cardone. I actually built my video wall because I admired him so much. But yeah, I stopped watching this stuff because I wasn't into real estate and it turned more into that. So now he's got a new game trying to teach people to market. And I mean, if you watch the video, he makes it sound a lot easier than it is. And it's really tough. I mean, I wanted to stop my business once I learned marketing and the power of marketing and how I could help my customers. I actually went to businesses and tried to solicit my service as a marketer. It didn't work. But if you're in the graphics business or the sign industry, then you have business customers and you can get them to believe in yourself and your system once you are passionate about doing this. Once you learn it and master it and you see the results that you can achieve for yourself and your customers, it becomes second nature, and it's very easy to pitch that to a customer because at the end of the day, no matter what they're coming to us for, if they're coming for a sign, a banner, business cards, promotional items, what they're really saying to you is, I need more customers. That's all they want, is more customers. And if you can help them find them customers, then you have their business and they will pay you. A lot of these businesses, I mean, they're good at plumbing, they're good at electricity, electrical, but they're not good at marketing and creating advertisements. So if you could do that well, and initially you'll have to fake it till you make it, start playing with it yourself, but you can get good. So what I'm going to show you here is how you can fake it till you make it. And once you get good, I tell you, it's easy. Like I said, it's easy to pitch that to a customer because you can relate. That's what changed my business whenever I stopped listening to what a customer wanted. When they'd come into my shop and they'd say, I need a 4x8 banner, or when they thought they knew what they needed, I actually analyzed and said, hold on, let's talk real quick. Where are you located? What are you trying to achieve? And I was able to use my expertise and say, no, I suggest this and that. They started believing in me. And as a small business owner that struggled in many different businesses, I was able to quickly relate to this customer, and we shared a lot of the same, problems. They understood, so it was very easy for me to keep this customer, keep him engaged, and tell him what I could do for him when it comes to marketing, because I knew he wanted more customers. So it was very easy to solicit that. And when you're starting out, it may not be easy, but once you see the power of marketing and you could use this signed customer for recurring income and make money every single month. And I'll use religion as an example. Have you ever known anyone that has changed religions, and you speak with them and they're just so passionate and they just have this strong belief that it makes you question your own beliefs? That's the type of power. When marketing, you can make someone feel that way and they're ready. Where do I sign up? Contacts equal contracts, and you can get someone to buy into your service and pay you monthly and pay you well depending on the business. When it comes to small business owners, and that's who I pretty much cater to. I don't go for the corporations. They have marketing departments and things like that. But the small business owner, you're talking about their money. This is money that's theirs. They don't, it may be their businesses, but they may have, they want to go on vacation, or they may want to buy a new car or a new refrigerator or something of that nature. So it's a little harder to get them to commit. So you've got to, approach them, very cautiously, and you just got to believe in what you're selling, and you can convince them to, hey, this is my best route. If I want to grow my business, then I need to give this guy some money. And a lot of these businesses have tried boosting posts, and they've tried many different social media tactics, and they could just never figure it out. They wasted money, and they think, social media isn't, this isn't what it is. But when they spend $500 on a boosted post and they get 2 leads, I mean, that's very discouraging. But if you could use that same 500, you know what you're doing. You could get them, 10 times as many leads for $100, and that puts $400 in your pocket. So this is very lucrative. And like I said, when you master it, these business owners, they're always figuring out how to cut and save money. They do this frequently. They figure out every few months, they say, hey, I need to see what I can cut on. And if you do a good job and you're actually getting them customers, you're going to be no different than their utility bill. When they think about your service, they're going to say, I got to have that. So lots of ways to make money. We're going to touch more on that in the group. I'm going to show you some better strategies, but I just want you to understand the system, and I want to show you how you could copy others, copy what works. I'm going to show you that right now. And what I did here is I went to Google Ad Library. That's where I Googled it. This is what it was called initially. They actually changed it to the Ads Transparency Center. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And this will show me any type of Facebook ad that's on Facebook. And I think it goes back about 6 months. Or actually, it may, let's see, anytime. I mean, the last 30 days, I guess that's as far as it goes back. The last 30 days is as far as it'll go back now. It used to go back much further. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to figure out my competition. I'm going to run an ad for myself. I want to see what my competitors are doing. And I'm going to show you something else shortly of how you can actually figure out and determine where your competitors' traffic's coming from so you can mimic what they're doing. So what I'm doing here, and I tell you, what I'm doing is just trying to get some inspiration. There's a big difference between inspiration and imitation. I showed you in ChatGPT, and I'm going to throw some more ChatGPT into this video. But I just want to search, I'll do Signarama. I'll just click. That's a big one that I have in my head. So I'm going to go to Signarama. I can see here, they're running 12 ads in Canada. I mean, all these Signarama, it just doesn't make sense why they're not advertising. Not a good example. I mean, they don't know what they're doing. Signarama should be adding this service. This is our niche. The marketing space is huge. There's lots of people making money, and I'm in some mastermind groups and paid groups that there's some very talented young people that just blow you away of how much money they're making in this industry. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But this is just a cheap ad, so I'm just going to go back here. I'll type in Fast Signs. Let's see if we can get Fast Signs doing any better. Fast Signs, here we go. Marietta, let's check out their ads. All right, instantly I can see their ads, and I know what they're doing with these ads. They're not an ad that would typically stop the scroll, and that's what you have to learn is what will make somebody stop the scroll when they're scrolling on their phone. These look more suited for a retention campaign. You got acquisition and retention. These are not an acquisition ad. This is an acquisition ad. This is they're trying to acquire customers right here. They got a couple of them. They have a few text ads right here, but these are what they're using to acquire new customers right here. And these are retention ads. These are people that have visited their website. They have a tracking pixel, and they are tracking their customer, and they're just staying in front of them at all times. They want you to see, make your statement, Fast Signs. They don't need any other advertisement other than keeping in front of you, which that's smart, and you'll learn that as well. And that shows me right here. I'm going to go here to DigiPrint Supplies. This is where I order my supplies from. And if I go to Facebook, I already know it's here. All right, I searched DigiPrint earlier. That's where I buy my supplies, and I already knew it was on the site. So I just wanted to use that for reference. They have a tracking pixel, and I mean a very good tracking pixel. Not only did they determined that I had been on DigiPrint Supplies, but you can see right here, that's one of the most common items I buy is the LEF 2300, the DX4 printhead. And they're showing me things that I typically buy. And then I bought every one of these items. So this is a great tracking pixel right here. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on these three dots, and I'm going to go down to why am I seeing this ad. This is important because if you're going to copy what works, you need to see who these people are targeting. And targeting has changed over the past 10 years. This advertising choices, view who DigiPrint Supplies wants to show ads to. So right here, I'm going to look and see who they want to show. They want to show it to those that have visited DigiPrint's website or their partner's website. Right here, DigiPrint Supplies indicated the device you logged into Facebook with visited their partner's website. So they tracked me with a Metapixel right there. Metapixel technology to improve the relevance of their ads. Beautiful. Great targeting. They wanted to make sure I was 18 or over. They want to make sure that I'm a spender. So I go right here, and it knows that I'm over 18. It said I was born in 1978. They want customers in the United States, and we can get more in depth on this as well. If I was selling something, we've all seen ads. My last name's Gay, and I had a shirt ad that targeted just me. They knew gay. I had a shirt that said gay, just do it. And it was pretty funny because when I looked in the comments, it was all people with either the first name Gay or the last name Gay. And this is powerful stuff. But you could also go a little bit deeper. If this was me, maybe something I was selling, and I don't want to show this to people that have never made a purchase. I could put, an engaged shopper, somebody that has bought something. I want to make sure that they have a credit card, they can buy my product. So I could have added that as in my ad campaign that they was that. So your activity, you interacted with content about office supplies and more. So they have other data that they did for others, others that hadn't purchased from them, and there it is. It tells me, right there. And then I'll scroll down more. I mean, Facebook's algorithm is crazy, and their algorithm now, you don't have to go so far in depth. If I was selling to, let's say I had some concert t-shirts that I was selling to, somebody that would attend the Post Malone concert, and I typed in, only show this to people that are, have expressed interest in Post Malone, only people that went to concerts. I mean, I no longer have to do this because Facebook's algorithm is so great now that they pretty much will figure it out. And oftentimes, people start a campaign and they don't let Facebook's advertise, their algorithm do their thing. And once it's perfected, I mean, they show it to all the relevant people. So it's got a lot easier to do this than it ever has been. And there's lots of money. There's Grant Cardone right here. This is what he's selling. Apply these strategies today. What happens when a business owner gets the exact strategies? But I'm telling you, his course that he's selling, he types it up, they'll pay you $10,000. And I have had clients, I ran a sales funnel that did millions of dollars and I got paid very well for it, but it's hard to find $10,000 customers. This guy's pitching, I love Grant, but he's pitching stuff that's, impossible for most. I'm telling you something that anybody can do. That's pretty much it. I showed you that inspiration versus imitation. Don't just copy their stuff, but we're going to go back here to ChatGPT. I'm going to open that up real quick and show you. Another great thing is being a social media manager. People will pay you to run their business's social media. When you build a relationship and you show them what you can do, it's very easy to sell this service, and they'll pay you to just manage their social media. So just very quickly, you can, and I'm going to show you how AI art works, that you can create your visuals right in AI as well. But let's say you have, the plumber that wants to come. It's Marty's Plumbing. Create me a headline. You need a headline for Marty's Plumbing. Just do that. I just want a headline. That's all I want, and I want them to add emojis. Bam. It's a little slow right now. Come on. All right, there you go. I just have a nice headline. So now create me good copy in the tone of John Travolta. Think of somebody else. Chris Rock. Do Chris Rock. We'll make it funny. In the tone of crib, add emojis. So now we have the actual copy for the ad. Bam. There you go. Marty's Plumbing. Get your pipes flowing like a comedy club on a Saturday night. Are you tired of your toilet clogging up like an audience member who's had one too many laughs? Don't worry. Marty's Plumbing has got your back. I mean, this is just amazing. This is something that takes a few hours. You could do schedule or create me 10 comedic ads for Marty's Plumbing. And I mean, you can do this all in one day and then schedule them out. There's software that I'm going to show you. I have an awesome software that I'm launching that does all this in one little platform. Your email marketing, it has SMS messaging. You can have all your services in one. I won't go too far on that, but I'm launching something that'll make you manage this a lot easier. But you can manage it in about 10 minutes. Create all your ads. So here we go. We'll just create this. We'll schedule them out. Find our graphics that we're going to use. We could do this in AI, or we can use any other site. But there you go. We did it funny. We can do it sad. We can do it in Snoop Dogg. We can do it in pretty much anybody that's known. So here we go. Very easy. I'll go ahead and keep these. I'm trying to keep them under 15 minutes, so we're going to stop here. If you haven't done so, please do me a favor, like, subscribe. Very important to my channel. If you like my content, you want to keep seeing it, you want to get hit the notification bell as well. Also, I have a Facebook group that I'm going to help you with this and actually answer questions. But sometimes information alone, just showing you this isn't enough. So do me a favor, join that Facebook group. Got lots more content coming for you. Thank you, and see you in the next video.